Go, go, go. Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. Hey guys, it is New Guitar Thursday. Cannonball! I don't even know if they could see me when I did that. Hey guys, we're gonna work our new gamer style. Hey pickers, it's your boy John here to talk about guitars today. Make sure to mash that like. I can't do it. I don't watch any of those. Anyway, it is John here at the Acoustic Shop.
Is it time for you to shut up?
I'm gonna talk about New Guitar Thursday, where we talk about new guitars, banjos, mandolins, ukuleles, accordions, and spoons. And I hope you guys are ready for it. I'm excited about it. If you guys want to, make sure to comment to Jason about where you're watching from, because he's watching you right now, and he's looking at all the great comments.
Here's looking at you,
We've been filming
folks.
all day, doing some really cool stuff. You guys, there's some cool videos coming out soon. Be ready. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
We got all our friends here, John.
All of them?
Yeah, we got Chris Gillardi.
I don't have any friends.
Jake Weber is from South Jersey.
Jersey.
He says this is his favorite thing to watch. He loves this show.
Is it?
I love that everybody calls this a show.
Does he know Jersey Mike? I wonder if he knows
Maybe.
Jersey Mike.
Oh, can he give me a discount? I like them sandwiches.
Yeah.
Brian Benedict.
What? Hey, Brian, how you doing?
He asked.
David?
He asked what part of the AV is going to mess with me today.
Good luck, Jay.
We have somebody on here named Bulldogger JK. I don't know him. I don't know you want to talk to him.
You have been forgotten, sir.
You're dead to me. You are dead to me. It's all right, Jamie. We're over it. We're over it. Don't worry. Yesterday was tough. Daryl's here from Chestnut Ridge. Alex A is here, obviously. Peter Ray Hill. Carl May. I feel like that's a new name. Carl, welcome. If you've been here before, I'm sorry. I don't remember you.
He just changed his name.
Did he?
He used to go by something else.
Yeah, he used to go by something else.
I talked to him on the phone. He was like,
Is that true?
Well,
like Austin's giving
he's
us
tricking me up.
information.
Austin's giving us information.
Like how
You
I
had a
moved-
different name.
Carl's an old
I
friend
just
of mine.
totally,
Carl and I go way back.
you guys, I totally just tricked Hinkley. She was looking at her phone, and I slowly
She's watching. She's watching Olympic basketball while she's trying to fill John. That's hilarious. Yes. We got John Hicks, Brian Martin from Nova Scotia.
Oh, that was awesome.
Let's take a moment, John.
All right.
Brian Martin from Nova Scotia. I want to go back to Nova Scotia. Can we go back?
I want to have.
I want to hang out with our friends in
some
New
fried
Brunswick.
clams and
Nova Scotia.
maybe some lobster. That'd be really good. Are you actually? Are you getting to see the game? Are we close to like the end of this game? Where are we at in this game?
All right, let's focus,
tell us.
guys.
No, we're going to talk about basketball because Hinkley wants to talk about USA basketball. She's not looking at it anymore. She's
Steve
killing
McCure is
me.
here, John, from Clarksville, Arkansas. Bill Nelson wants to know if you're J.D. Vance.
I am not J.D. Vance.
You're just as full of... I mean, what?
I had a line, but I did not use it. So
Gotta
I'm
Fly
not gonna do
Lee's
that.
here. Greg Alderson, Richard Mexdorf, Jeff Simpson, Jeff Little.
I bought that.
We got Grumpy Old Man back. Grumpy Old Man. Andy A's here. Jamie says he loves us and we don't have to say it back. I love you too, Jamie.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't make me say it again.
Can I
though.
make the joke? The
Steve
JD
B,
Vance
no,
couch
let's not.
joke? No couch
Let's not.
jokes?
Let's not
Okay.
talk about couches.
Dang it!
Alex
my
A,
favorite.
John. All right.
Anyways, yeah.
Yes.
Glad to be here. We're going to talk about guitars, and we did videos today. Actually, did some pretty cool Martin videos because this is the first time we've had all of the major D28s in stock at the same time, all the way from the D28 Authentic, which we're going to show you here in a minute. I had spent some time with it. It is a fantastic sounding guitar. all
Bill
the way down
Nelson,
to
we
the
will not make the
D28.
joke. We're not going to make the joke.
We're not going to do it.
We
but I
do not
want
make
to.
political jokes on
I
here
want to.
unless it's really funny.
Unless it's really fun.
And I don't know that John's going to be.
The D28 Satin was another one that we all the way down to that line. So yeah, what do you got for me, Jay?
Kim Carvelho Poetry. What do you think about the Martin OM15 or 0015M? Sorry.
The 0015M, isn't that the one we have right now, Slothead? Or do we have a? This is the 0015 Streetmaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this is a 00. Is it a 000? No, 000. 00015. I don't know if I've got a 0015. If you're wanting that mahogany sound, obviously the 15 is the series to have. They are going to make some changes. Stand by, because I know that they're starting to already. The D15E is now built in Navajoa, whereas the standard D15 is built in Nazareth. And I have a feeling we may be starting to see some of that move down there because they're having trouble getting as much space for manufacturing in Nazareth. They are catching up, but you know, that is a very, very popular model. So it's a great guitar. If you're looking for that mahogany 00 sound, I would put it on my list. So,
John Atkins says Hurricane Debbie canceled school, so he gets to stay home and watch TAS.
yay!
Lucky you.
School's already starting.
Yeah,
We
for a
have
bunch of people.
We have a couple
in the
weeks.
East. I think a couple weeks, yeah. But all our friends in Nashville have started. I know that. Heath Acres here. Acree. Would that be? It's two E's at the end. You're gonna have to correct me, Heath.
I don't know.
Acree.
I would say that. I would say that.
I'm gonna say it, even if I'm wrong.
Check it. Tell me.
Zach Berg.
Catching up? Are they catching up?
Zach Berg. What do you think about Alvarez MD60s?
MD60? I don't know the MD60.
Well, you should. You're failing.
I would assume that's the Masterworks D60. And honestly, I haven't seen enough of them to give you a very good opinion on them yet. So honestly, I wish I did. I only know what I know. So that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. That's all I have for you.
The spoken song, I would appreciate it if you could play the Yamaha LLTA with the built-in effects and could let me know the price. Did that came out this weekend or is it coming out next weekend?
Came out 2 weeks ago.
Hey, we did that video.
Yeah.
Do we have the LLTA?
Did you watch the video spoken song?
There is a great video where we played it, and it sounded like a 12-string with reverb. We did.
Neato.
What was the song we did with that? It was a 60s, huh?
Leader of the band.
Oh, that's right. We did Leader of the Band. Yeah. Trying to do it with a flat pick.
That's really great.
That's a good video.
So the LLTA is the LL16 with the Transacoustic built in. With the Transacoustic, obviously it's a good guitar. Now, one thing I will warn you with any of the TAs, they are fairly heavy compared to their non-TA.
That was the question that was online today also.
Yeah.
Are they heavier?
Yes,
They're super
absolutely.
Heavy. They are heavier, but they're not
There's
crazy
like a
heavy.
speaker that's sitting right here on the body. That's
It's
where
lighter
you're getting
than the old Tonewood amp.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but not much. It's still pretty darn heavy. I mean, feel
You
that.
had the magnets
Here,
in
you
the
feel.
old one.
That's
Yeah, it's
heavy.
way lighter.
Oh,
You
you're
remember the
wrong.
magnets were that heavy.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. But what do you know?
You know what? I'm going to say it. You're a dingleberry. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm feeling frustrated with you right now.
That's all right. You can do that. So in order to add the effect, you just hold this button down. And now it's got some chorus, some reverb. Take away some of the chorus. That's the big hall verbs, room verbs, more towards here. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool, interesting deals. Now again, you also have a pickup already built into this guitar, so
That outputs the effects.
you can output the effects, or you cannot output the effects, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Price.
Price, all right, price, you're right. Good job, Hinckley. $1129.99, which is a little bit higher than the LL16.
They're neato.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. Definitely worth it. I'm gonna shut it off so I don't kill the battery.
All right.
There you go. I'm done.
Alex is asking who are the K-Grass band from Romp? I like that K-Grass, K-pop, K-Grass. Get it?
I get it. So Korean pop
Bluegrass.
band. Yeah, we had was it
Country
Country
Gong
Gong Bang from Korea. That was really cool to have them in there. Super nice people. Holy smokes, they were having a blast. They're here as part of the IBMA. What do they call that? It's a scholarship that they run and they bring in groups from other countries.
International
Yeah,
something.
I forget. Grant. It's the international grant recipients for IBMA, and they brought them in. This year they're touring all over the U.S.
We'll see them again at IBMA.
Are they going to be there? I think
I'm
they
pretty
go
sure they
home
are.
before that. The new band shows up at
Oh,
IBMA.
man. I
It's
thought
gonna
that
be
was that from last year?
I saw the new band.
I think
We're
you're-
probably going to have. No, they were there last year. The new band that's coming over, I saw
yeah,
the
they're
promos
cool.
for. Really, really cool. I like their style. It's
They're from
not
Germany.
straight ahead bluegrass.
Germany. They are
Austria?
German. German. They're German.
Denmark.
I remember because they're German. I remember it because you remember.
doesn't
Remember because I remember
You're probably
because
right.
I remember they were German.
He's probably right.
because I remember.
Maybe
now.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
remembered.
We're gonna see.
You know what reminded me that they're German is because they're German.
Oh,
Stupid.
that's why. That makes perfect sense.
should tell more people to watch it.
You should. You should check out that video. Honestly, from Romp, it is a really cool one.
Well, there's
That
another. We
band
got
is
more songs
awesome.
coming too.
Yeah.
From them, they did 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah.
They did some original stuff that was really cool.
Yep.
Um,
Should we start opening?
Bill
guitars?
Nelson, is there a Gibson model that compares to the D28 in sound?
A Gibson model that no, it's not. I mean, yes, sort of, but it doesn't sound like that. Gibson guitars deliberately were trying to sound different. They were trying to be competitive, but the closest thing to a D28 is the Advanced Jumbo, which I heard they're going to reissue again. The Advanced Jumbo, but rosewood back and sides, spruce top. They are pretty nice guitars. So that's probably the closest thing Gibson makes to it, but it does not sound the same. It's a slope shoulder dread. It has their own character. Honestly, Gibson has its own sound. There are companies that are copying that Gibson sound, but honestly, we talked about this in the video today. There's a Martin sound because they established that dreadnought sound and that, you know, even triple O's and OMs and double O's and all that. That's kind of a Martin sound. And then there's the Gibson sound, the J45, the LOO, the LG. Those are all quintessential Gibson sounding guitars, and everybody now is kind of either working off of that, copying that, or doing something, a variation of those styles of guitars, because they were the first. They pioneered it. They made it happen.
There you go. John Hicks says he loved the Olympics parody we did. Well,
It's very funny.
had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I was just there. Good job, Janelle and Hinckley.
Yep. Good video.
Rocky says he can't believe he's here.
I can't believe he's here.
I can't believe he's anywhere.
He should be making
Rocky
sauce or
should,
something,
he
shouldn't
was
he?
making barbecue sauce and rub, and I'm gonna need some of that rub. I love the barbecue sauce he gave me. Have you tried it yet?
I'm not going to try. I haven't got to grill or
using it.
barbecue yet.
I like to add a little bit of spice to it. I hate to say it, Rocky. I want a little bit more spice, but it's right in there. It's right in that Kansas City, like tanginess, but a little more sweet. I think I'm down.
Huh. I'll have to try it. I got some. I haven't barbecued since.
Steve Mooney, John, does Eastman make a guitar similar to the old LG1 guitars? And if so, how does it compare to? Which one does it compare to?
Stay tuned. That's all I got to say. There's news. We had a long meeting. Stay tuned. Yesterday, I had a long meeting. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I want to cover some of the things that we talked about yesterday, as well as what's on its way. We have a shipment coming from Eastman. So if you're not in a hurry, Steve, wait. Just wait. There's all kinds of really good news coming out of that meeting. I'm pretty excited about.
Do we still have an
Hinckley doesn't know.
FYM60?
FYM60, no. The FYM60 HD sold. Or no, we have one. Just played it yesterday. FYM60, that's the FYM. F for folk. Sorry, DYM was the dreadnought. We sold
You're
that. We
right.
have one FYM60 HD. Yep.
Yeah, Scott Fishkind would like to hear a side-by-side of the FS9 and the FIM60D.
Don't have the ones next door. We were filming with it, unless they brought it over. Let me double check. We were filming
should
with
be
it
over here.
yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it was on the live stream, but they brought it back over.
Yeah, so we have the FS9 right there. And then the 60. It was out here whenever I grabbed it, actually.
Take a look. Let's see.
In the Alvarez?
Yairi OM. Let's see. It's not here.
No charge or anything.
It may be in the hall.
He just went through.
The FYM
Hi, camera.
Alvarez, FYM60.
I think Dawson's going to look for it. He's got his running shoes on. So I'll start with the
If it's not
FS,
here, it's next door.
which I do have one of those. FS9, I'll start with that. By the way, great guitars, and we have both of them back in stock. FS and Rosewood and the mahogany. This is a mahogany. It's bugging me.
Tune it. You tuned it down. So
Somebody
that-
had fun.
That was you, remember?
I had to admit you. I think anybody's first
That's right, we played it yesterday for the live show, didn't we? I think they're both really good. I'd say a little more balanced this side, more depth and fullness to
I dropped that.
the Alvarez Yairi. Price point, these come in at $33.99, where this one comes in at $39.99. So they're kind of really comparable price tags. And honestly, they're very similar builds too.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to what you like. If you want a bigger, fuller sound, I would say the Alvarez. If you're looking for a little bit more mid-range balance, the FS9.
John asks, how far do you think Gibson would have gone without all the bling factor?
I think a long ways, because the J45 is still like one of the most popular guitars in the world, and it's not very blingy.
No.
It's pretty bland, except for the sunburst. That was kind of a thing for Gibson. Gibson was doing sunbursts when nobody else really was, and that became the standard. In fact, it was odd when they didn't. The Country Western came out with the just natural top, and everybody goes, "Ew, it's not a Gibson."
Yeah.
But it was. So anyway,
Scott is asking any news on the Yari GYM60 non-cutaway Grand Auditorium.
I think I ordered one, but they didn't come in. I'm almost certain we had one on order.
Zach asks, is there really that much of a difference between the RD328 and the E10D? We did a video. didn't we?
RD328
We have a video.
Oh, yeah.
28 is.
and the E10D. First of all, they're completely different guitars.
That's a typo.
If it's a 318 and an E10D, they're more comparable. The
We did that
328, we did do these videos.
don't think it's
Have
come
we
out
released
yet.
them?
Your bias review.
Yeah, we got in trouble
guess
for
it did come
bias
out.
It
reviews.
didn't come out yet.
And has it come out?
Yeah, that came out
Yeah,
a while ago.
yeah, that's right. Honest opinion. You guys ready for an honest opinion? It's not close, in my opinion. I tend to prefer the E20 if you're looking at the 28. It's a lot more guitar.
A lot more guitar, a lot more hand crafting.
They're good guitars, don't get me wrong. The 328 is great at its price point, but if I was going to, put them
You
back
got
to
some
back.
specs
We did.
in
We
there.
put them back to back. Look for that video. We put them back to back. I think it's fairly apparent. It's and trust me, there was no need.
Vince is here
There
today,
is
don't worry.
zero need for us to be biased on it. You know my good friend Eric Sullivan from Sullivan Banjos. You know his favorite line. You never heard this. He says it on the phone every single he talks to me. He goes, "I don't know if you want this banjo or not. If you like this or if you don't like it. In the end, the best banjo is a sold banjo." That's his favorite line. In the end, the best banjo is a sold banjo. You know what I mean? And it's true. That's in this guitars. The best guitar for me is a sold guitar. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? We've lost all respect now.
Hardcore salesperson.
Yeah, let's change. John doesn't care about anything except getting your dollar. No, honestly, there is a guitar for every price point, and it's only my opinion. And if you guys are only going off of my opinion, you have a really sad life, because my opinion is only mine, and there's a lot of things that we will disagree upon. I promise you. Jason and me disagree on everything. Hinckley and me disagree on nothing. Nothing. We are the same person. Isn't that true, Hinckley?
We're both oldest children.
We're both oldest children.
We're stubborn.
Making us the greatest. The greatest. We are the greatest generation. Whatever generation that happens to be.
We got a couple votes for just the Yamaha. Everybody's saying the Yamaha came across better. So
Really?
in the room, they're definitely not better than the other, but
In the
I
room,
agree
my
with you.
preference was the Alvarez for myself. Again,
I like that
I like both.
tighter sustain of the Yamahas, and I get that on the FS9s and the FGs.
Yep. I said more
I
balanced.
like the more tight, like ringing. It's more of that toward the McPherson
I hear
idea.
I hear
of,
you.
that sustain that's real bell-like.
Are we going to talk about new guitars?
No.
I'll tell you where I really actually give the
How
Yamaha
Marshman received his
the
Elliott Twist
most,
capo, John.
the most advantages. The neck. I really like this new Yairi neck shape with the slight V to it. I absolutely love it. What'd you say, Jay?
Hal Marshman
About
got
it?
his Elliott Twist, but it doesn't fit over his HD28's volute.
How does that? I just used it on an HD28 Authentic, and it fit capo wise. It doesn't go straight. It's going to go at an angle. And now, if that's going to be your issue, the volute still stops here, and you're going to come at an angle. But if you want it to be straight up and down, that doesn't work. But it'll come at an angle. It always works for me. I just literally, we used an Authentic, and that's the biggest shaped neck, and I put an Elliott behind it, and that was, I used it. We ran with it on there, so.
Well, Hal, you can try that. If you don't like it,
Yeah.
by all means, contact
Doesn't
us. Alex A says the best boat is a sold boat too. Just saying. He also interjects that for every old sock there's an old shoe.
That is the wildest.
Peter
saying I've
Ray
ever
Hill
heard.
says it's only you and me, and we just disagree. Just leave it alone because we can't
That's
see
a
eye to
song.
eye.
That's a song.
I know. All right.
I like people.
Larry
People
O'Neill
sometimes
says Dave
crack me up.
Mason. We know the bass player for Dave Mason. Did you know that?
No.
What's his name's playing with him now? That's who he's touring with. He's here. The guy. Why can't I remember his name? His sister used to work for Ivy May from Springfield.
Cardwell?
Yeah.
Ray?
Ray's working for Dave Mason. That's who he's touring with. He's playing all these big shows. They play like big theaters. I didn't even know who Dave Mason was. Did you know who Dave Mason was?
I didn't until then. That was truly the truth.
What would be the lead time on an E20D LTC or E20D TC?
E20D TC?
Or E10D TC.
We
What would they
have
do,
some
DL?
coming. D?
He says
D.
DL.
He's looking for a lefty. Guess what? I've got an E20D lefty on its way. I actually ordered a bunch of lefties on this
But it
next
should be a
batch.
TC, correct?
It is a TC. I have only ordered TCs for quite a while now. So E20D TC lefty is on its way.
Yep.
There's a 422, AC 422 lefty. I've got some lefty mandolins coming. I really kind of doubled down on lefties because we ran out, and I'm tired of all the lefties complaining to me. They're all mad at me because I don't have enough.
On the way, if you mean the next shipment?
They are coming in on the very next shipment. We are supposed to get an invoice. I bet it'll come out today. It comes out. It'll ship today. I'm betting, if it hasn't already hit us, yeah, it will be. I'm betting it'll be here beginning of next week is when it should be here. Here's what I got on there. E4000 on there. E20D TC. No, take that back. I have that too. E40D TC. Unless it didn't make QC, that was on the list to come out. And if you're wanting that, you better call because that one will be gone. It is not a tone tight neck. It is a full dovetail joint, the standard model that's supposed to come out. So that's on its way. I got a very special guitar that we're going to be talking about as well. The E6 SS TC Sunburst. Limited a batch of those. I heard though that we may have some news about that guitar as well, so I'm looking forward to that. But there's a very small batch of them coming to us.
Brad, you better call the shop and
all of
get
them
it.
that are available. If you're
You
wanting
can pre-order that if you want to. Call that number. We'll make sure it's reserved for you because that's what you're looking
E40D?
for. Or the E20D lefty.
Oh, lefty? Yeah, call. We'll get you all set up on that.
David Coleman from Somerset, Virginia. Can you get E40D SBs anymore?
They haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. We got them on order. That's what I'm saying. The E40D TC is coming. We haven't seen a Sunburst in even longer
been a
than it's
long
been
time.
since we've seen a TC.
I don't know if Hinkley's ever seen one that's been that long.
Have you seen a Sunburst or a TC Sunburst? Wow. I don't recall the last time I saw one. I don't think
TC
I've ever
Sunburst?
seen a TC Sunburst
TC?
for E40. I don't think it's ever come in.
Maybe not
Since-
TC because it was before TC, but
Yep.
I've seen a Sunburst.
We have seen those. And that was one of the first guitars.
That was like
They,
3 years ago.
we have a video of the very first one that probably ever came into the States. We did a video of that. Way
Alex
back.
is asking about the TAS guitars. That's other news. They're in the air.
Yep, they officially are in a plane, flying
Should
somewhere.
be-
They should be down by now. That
be.
means they got here.
Well, they like to circle.
yeah, the Chinese planes just gotta go around and around and around and around. I don't know why.
Jamie's asking, have you seen a tracking number for his guitar? Where the heck
No,
is
I
that
haven't.
thing?
They're supposed to be
posted it.
coming. They did post pictures of
They
it.
posted
Green
Jamie's
one, I know
green
they should be
guitar.
sending it.
Instagram.
It's
yeah.
supposed to be coming, but they have not sent us a deal. I know it's ready to go, but he
They're
did
probably
not
just
send
staring
that.
at it at customs and going, oh, golly,
Well,
that's pretty.
maybe it'll be here.
That's pretty.
By the
I
way,
don't
be
wanna let that
patient.
go.
We only have Austin right now working in the shop. I think Dawson left. Did he just go? Yeah, he's like
probably
done.
died.
It's like 5 o'clock. I'm out of here.
He probably
4
died.
o'clock. He's out. Not here. Anyway, yeah. So be patient if you're looking for a guitar and you're calling right now. Be patient. He's gonna get to it. I promise.
Bill Nelson, what guitar model would you personally recommend to accompany a voice like Johnny Cash? The Johnny Cash
Got Johnny Cash
D28.
D28. That's what
I
you
mean,
get. Duh.
now what was that other one that we had that was a Johnny Cash? Oh,
That was
oh,
an
you did-
X series.
No,
We
it's
had
this
it.
one up here.
Come on.
It's this right here, this Atkin.
Oh yeah, the Black
You
Pearl.
got to do the Black Pearl.
Except Johnny played a Martin.
I know, but
It's still really cool. The Black Pearl
Johnny,
would be
if
pretty
Johnny had
awesome.
the option, he would have played this guitar.
Yeah, he would have.
June would have told him to. June would have made him.
I like this guitar. The Black Pearl is awesome. I'm surprised it's not gone. Everybody was going nuts over it when it came in, and I haven't seen it gone yet. I love the peg head overlay, the mother of toilet seat everywhere. The pearl-oid plastic pearl. You got it on the pick guard. The binding has it. The binding on the fretboard as well as this overlay. I love this overlay.
Full review coming out.
Yeah, that's right. We did do one, didn't we? And this is the guitar where you go.
Suey.
This guitar needs to get a neck
Suey.
adjustment, so we will get that done. Yeah, we need to get some relief into this guitar. It'd be nice.
Suey, he says. Bill, that one's calling your name. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this would be fantastic. It's really set up low right now. Maybe a little too low, but we'll fix that before it gets out of here.
Yep. All right.
Maple. Maple. All right, let's talk about the new guitars that came in.
Maple.
It's New Guitar Thursday.
I refuse.
Can I bring up that the Gibson mandolin though did go on, or it should be online soon.
The Fern?
Assignment, yeah.
Yeah, the Fern is online. There's a bunch of stuff that made it online. These are guitars mostly that you have seen in some way, shape, or form on some live, if you follow all the lives. If you don't, you don't know about it. But guitars that made it. This one just got on and has not made the floor, but fantastic guitar. We've been talking about it for a while. This is the Essential D, Atkin Essential D Sunburst. Dreadnought, mahogany back and side, super lightweight. Very concussive.
That Sunburst is giving me some Major Collings vibes.
Very much so. I would agree with that. He calls us shade top. Shade top.
Just saying.
Inch and 3/4 nut width on this, custom shop, Atkin Essential D, now available. Price, I believe it's on the website, $46.49.99. It's not on the website. All right, it will be soon. It will be soon. I know we've been working Hinkley double. It's Trent's fault. He's on vacation. By the way, did you guys see Trent has been posting himself doing karaoke somewhere at some resort down in Florida last night? I get on Facebook and here's Trent singing all of the old
Alan Jackson hits.
Alan Jackson. It was Alan Jackson, true. LL36 came in. This is the, I was corrected, not top of the line, but as close as we've ever seen. We've never seen one of these in here before. This is the Japanese built, abalone out LL series guitar. Again, abalone around here. The snowflake and cat's eyes are marquee, I guess, cat's eye style inlays. 5-ply neck. Again, big guitar. That's a good one too.
Glenn Michael Thompson's asking, do we sell Larrivee guitars?
We do carry. We actually have one in stock. They've been harder for me to get in. I can get stuff, but we don't see them as often as a lot of our other manufacturers. So I do have a small body, which is a really cool guitar, but we are officially a Larrivee dealer. So yeah, we've had quite a few in here in the past.
Here's a question. John Hicks. Hey guys, I was wondering if you've had any experience with the Martin Modern Deluxe, and if you have,
Yes.
do you have an opinion?
Yeah, we sold our OM28 Modern Deluxe. I like them a lot. I think they're really cool. If you're not trying to reproduce Martin's vintage sound, that's a really great guitar. It really is. It's a modern Martin guitar. All the features are fantastic on them. I've got a 28 D28. Is it HD28? Are they calling it HD28 Modern Deluxe or D28? I think it's D28 Modern Deluxe. I've got one of those coming. Another, we've already pre-sold our next OM28E Modern Deluxe. I think they're great. I really do think they're fantastic. There's supposed to be an E20 lefty on the next batch. No E10.
Jenny's asking if we got a shipment of TAS 597 in flight to California. Yes. Jenny, they are in flight. They probably should be in California by now. They're going to go through them
in our meeting, yeah.
They're going to go through them. They're going to get them set up for us. They're going to get them to us, and then we're going to get them to you. Just so all you know.
We have some more special collaboration things coming out with Eastman too. Like I like Hinkley's eyebrows just pop up. We're gonna have a mandolin in the future.
Speaking of Atkin,
other kind of cool things coming.
How would you say the L36 on the wall compares to Gibson Murphy light cured LW00 model? Quality,
say that
build,
again.
play, and sonics. Atkin, how do you compare the L36 to the L00 in quality, build, playability, and sound?
It's going to sound like a twice as big, twice as loud L00.
Even the Murphy Lab?
Yes, I played a Murphy Lab. I think they're great, don't get me wrong. Murphy Labs are great guitars. They really are a high premium instrument. But Atkin is doing, every single guitar they build is like, it's like you take the model that is built after and you like put it on some sort of steroid and just push everything bigger and bolder, thicker, louder than what it would normally be, including, like I said, the Murphy Labs. So I think that particular one is fantastic.
And if only
in the black.
Gibson would allow us to carry them, we could compare them side by side. So,
Again,
John,
same thing.
John, get on there and send Gibson a message.
I did. I sent them a
Not
message.
You. His name is John.
The audience, John.
Oh, yeah.
Not you,
Sorry.
dummy.
I've sent him lots of messages. Hey, you know what? This is what
Serenity
we do.
Now
We love talking about it.
asks John, are you getting any Martin custom shop models like D18s with Addy tops or golden air bracing?
I'm going to start working on that. We're first just getting through these first runs. And again, our rep is learning what the custom shop stuff we want to do. I've got a couple ideas for some cool stuff, not just Addy add-ons.
Pink D18s
Pink D18s. I did
with
plan that.
rose inlays.
I've been talking to him some ideas. I've got some really cool ideas of guitars that I know.
Yeah, Jason going to get her speed cubing D18.
I heard she wants a Hello Kitty.
Would that be awesome? Do
special edition.
some mosaic pin cubes as dot markers.
Sure. That'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
I love this authentic.
Yeah, that's not officially a custom shop. It's a model. It does sort of come out of the custom shop, but it's not a custom shop guitar. But I want to do some stuff with
Yeah,
those.
we'll be
so I've
definitely
been
getting
talking
our
to 'em.
custom shop stuff.
Hey, I'm going to do this one before we take the next question. D35 in stock is online now, I believe. She says maybe. I hope it is. If it's not, let us know. D35 finally made it in stock. Somebody asked me, what about the HD35? And again, guys, if you're from Martin right now, plug your ears. And you work for Martin, plug your ears, because the HD35 didn't pass inspection. In fact, there's been a few guitars that didn't pass our inspection. And I don't mean that to be mean. Every manufacturer has sent us guitars that don't pass our inspection. We are very fussy about what we allow to go, because here's our deal. We ship so many guitars. I don't want to ship a guitar to a customer and have them discover something that I know is already wrong. And a lot of stores kind of get away with that because they're like, well, you saw it in the store, you didn't see it, you guys don't even get the chance to see it ahead of time. You purchase it, you ship it to you, and we hope it's right. So we try to jump ahead of all that stuff, and yes, there's been some things that didn't pass our inspection, including the HD35. In fact, there was a D18 authentic, didn't pass our inspection, had to send it back. But I do have a replacement coming. A standard D18 authentic will be here. It was shipped yesterday. We're going to see if it makes it. Now, we have one here too, but it's not a standard D18
All right.
authentic.
Jamie has finally had a good idea. Addy Brazilian backpacker for custom shop.
I will make that happen for him. I will absolutely. I think he needs a Brazilian
I still don't like
backpacker.
him, but he at least has a good idea.
That is a great idea. The D35 is its own classic sound. Yeah, this is the D35, and we have it in stock right now. So come get it. 3-piece back. Great guitars. All right, for Jamie, because he has been complaining, he's not a Martin fan. He thinks that they are overdoing their price points. And I got to say, I've been playing this guitar today, and anybody that comes in here and does not say that this is a fantastic guitar, I'm going to have to kick them out. That's what I'm going to do. If they come in here and say that is not a great guitar, they got to go.
Let's face it, Jamie comes here, I'm going to kick him out anyway.
All right, D28 authentic. This one is not aged. Has the, remind me again, back and sides, what kind of rosewood? Guatemalan.
Honduran.
God, I had it a minute ago too. We just did a video. But I've been spending, we spent about 4 hours today with this
Jamie says he
guitar.
owns 2 Martins, so I guess he doesn't hate him that much.
I love this guitar.
It's percussive.
We working on a song today, and I was playing it on a different guitar for practice. And then I was like, you know what? I need something bigger. So I reached over and grabbed this guitar, and I was like, yeah, that has all that punch. Put it back there. When you're doing 3 pieces, we wanted that growl. And then when I do that quick slap strum, it's like, boom, it's just jumping out at me.
What's the price on the D35?
The D35, I do not know. I can look it up. I think it's on. There's a price tag on it. This guitar actually is online because I know somebody sent a message. So the D28 Authentic is online. This one is pricey. This is probably one of the top priced guitars, but worth every penny. Authentically reproduced D28 from 1937. Great guitar at 80, I think it just said $84.99, somewhere in there. I forgot as I was talking. All right, D35, I'll get this price.
I don't think it has the price tag in there, John.
You don't?
I'm 1,000,000% sure.
She's 1,000,000% sure. Do you know that's not even a percentage? 1 million is not a percentage.
Let me look. I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. Let me get the price.
Oh, you're right. There's no tag in here. Dad.
She's right. Price is $33.99.
$33.99.
Did we not just all save in the video? Oh, no, wait. I guess that was a different one.
We didn't do this guitar, Hinkley.
Jamie says, I played a good Martin last time I was there. None of you were there or could have witnessed me saying it was good. Or you could have
All right.
listened.
Number 2, I actually like this even better than the D28. If you're a D28 fan, you'll like that other guitar better. But this guitar, I almost think we're going to see Corey just figure out a way to buy it. He's not a fan of the look of it, which I actually love. This is the D18 Authentic Aged, and
That's my favorite.
I think it sounds better
I would buy that
because
over a
of the
28
aged.
Authentic Aged. That's my
It's
favorite
light,
Martin guitar.
it's monstrous, it looks real. I mean, you could pass this off as an old guitar. You really could.
a pristine condition.
A good condition. There's wear.
I don't know. That's close to pristine. That was dumb.
Jason.
What are the 1937 specs?
So the 37 specs, they're going to be a little bit different on the 28 versus this, but they are going to be forward shifted, scallop braced, Adirondack braces with Adirondack spruce tops. They're going to have T-bar instead of adjustable truss rods. They're going to be the 1 3/4 widths. This one obviously is aged, but it'll have a slot through saddle in both of the guitars. Hide glue construction using a different variation of their nitro finish. It is not a high gloss. It's kind of like this dulled one, even on the shiny 28 standard style, not the aged one. They call it vintage nitro or something of that nature, vintage gloss, something like that. They do glue down the pick guard underneath the finish like they did on the original guitars. I noticed one thing today that I was checking out. It's smaller wings. The modern guitars, I think this happened in the mid to late 40s, if not 50s. The height of that wing is about twice as thick as this variation. I'm going to take it at an angle so you can hopefully see it. Much thinner, which again makes a difference in the overall sound. They do use the Waverly tuners on the Authentics. There's quite a few different things that they changed out on those. So this is a big sounding guitar. Corey loves it. He's like, I don't know if I like the look of it. I want a newer guitar. And I'm like, I get you. But I honestly think the
don't
aged
be a nerd.
sounds
Quit being a
better.
nerd, Corey.
Yeah, quit being a nerd.
You're being a square now. Alia, E-L-I-A. I'm not even going to say his last name. I apologize. Which models do you recommend for a first acoustic for someone who's been a lifelong electric player, mostly suited for flat picking and electronics not needed?
Price point.
First acoustic.
Yeah, but that's still, if he's been a lifelong electric player, his idea of a first acoustic's got to be probably higher than a person that's going, I got a $400 budget here. Now, if you're, okay, let me do that. If you got like a $400 budget, the PCHD, best flat picking guitar. When we come into the next level, the D10 from Martin, as well as the E1 Deluxes in that mid under 1,000. Yeah, Eastman, sorry, E1 Deluxe Dread. The
Pre-War Martin is a great
the
first one.
FG3.
Jamie says pre-war Martin guitar is a great first guitar.
Yeah, that's true. A real pre-war one. No. The Yamaha FG3 is a fantastic guitar if you're looking for that. What else would I recommend in that? So again, it just depends on what you're, if you're
best thing
thinking
to do-
a D18, if you're going to go and you're calling it like that's, it's hard to call this because some people go D18's ultimate level guitar. I'm sorry to say this. I don't necessarily agree with you that that's the ultimate guitar at that level. I think they're fantastic, more mass produced, but there's guitars that I would even pick over a D18. I love D18s. There's a character to those, but that 64 Dread, if you're staying in mahogany, man, the Sinker, oh my goodness, I heard this the other day and somebody came in, the Sinker large sound hole Bourgeois, fantastic. Are we happier? Are you seeing your score and you're happier here right now? Oh, I thought you were giving me a...
Did win,
Did they? All right, good. Hinckley has been so concerned. She's a basketball fanatic, and USA was not doing so great. They did come out. Spoiler alert! Spoiler. They won.
I'm looking at our likes right now, though, and we have 140 people watching and 40.
Hinckley's very upset that there's only 40 likes with 140 of you guys.
100 more likes than we need.
Yeah,
Dex
there's
is in
100
here.
more likes. You guys just push that. And guys, if you don't know where the like button is, it's not liking comments or hearting the comments. Actually, at the top of your screen, no, it's serious. There is a difference. You don't give me that weird face.
You can't like a comment on a YouTube live stream.
You can heart them.
Hey, just quit arguing. All right, Dex is saying he's just online to say thank you for the McPherson Sable basket weave he bought last week. I used it on my gig last weekend.
Yeah.
You guys are great, and Austin did a fantastic
I
job
saw his
taking care of
review.
me.
He said he took it out immediately, played a gig
Yeah.
with it. Yeah, it was killer.
Jeremy Mann wants to know if there are any Kentucky mandolins in stock. Did
No.
you order any yet?
I don't. I need to get back with those guys. We were having some QC issues with Saga, and the nice fellas, but we were returning more than what we were getting to keep. So I kind of took a break, and I said, "Hey guys, not to be mean, but again, it's hard for us because I don't like shipping out instruments that we know are going to
you
come
don't like,
back.
you
It's going to
don't.
cost. We just won't do it. You're right. That's the truth. It costs the customer. It costs me. It costs us. It costs the customer. It's not smart. So in order to eliminate that, we just don't do it. So to be honest, that's right. They make some great mandolins. Do not get me wrong, but we just weren't seeing enough of them that were passing QC in order to keep stocking them. So I'm going to revisit that. I promise.
John Hicks asked, what is a T-bar?
T-bar. All right, T-bar. The difference between...
It's long and slender, whereas a T-ball is round. Correct.
You are,
Am I right?
You're sort of right.
I'm right.
All right. The original guitars had a truss rod in them. Now, they weren't adjustable, but it was called the T-bar. Martin used it. It's like having an I-beam. If you look at that I-beam, it's got a cross down strike and then the bottom. But this one's missing the bottom, so it's just the T part of that, not the I, the T. And it gives strength
It's
to the
neck
neck.
reinforcement.
It's steel. It won't bend. It doesn't move. Sadly, the wood does move around it, but it is way more stable than the adjustable truss rods that have a channel inside of them so that you can adjust them back and forth. You don't need to adjust them near as much as you would an adjustable guitar, but when they do need to move, which they will, you got to do some pretty strong things to make them right, which is pulling frets, leveling out the fretboard again, and to keep that bow from happening. So I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately. If you keep it humidified, you're actually going to probably do pretty well with a T-bar. But it does make a difference. It's different mass, different weight inside here, and does change the sound of the guitar. It's been proven over and over. as well as even the hide glue makes a difference. So,
Hal Marshman says he busted out the J run at a jam last night. The looks he got were pretty funny.
yes, yes.
No.
We're going to have to make T-shirts that say
Ban the J run. Cool and Luke. Martin makes great guitars, but are overpriced. We can disagree.
I honestly think that is a misnomer, and I think that you're seeing it right now. The price variance between Martin guitars. We just
Can I be
talked
honest?
about this.
We've had talks with some higher ups in Martin, and they understand that sentiment, and they're making some moves to counteract that idea.
No doubt that there is a premium paid for the brand Martin, and they have well deserved it. They created these guitars. They have owned this marketplace, and no matter how you look at it, it's just like any major brand. You have a premium that you pay for it versus a copy or variation of that. Fair.
Plus, it's all a matter of opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. But that said, price points aren't as crazy. I mean, this guitar I'm holding right now is not cheap. It is $83.99. Not a cheap guitar. But I can show you a mahogany guitar that is more expensive in here from other brands that aren't Martin. So where do you go with that? Is that fair? Is that fair, Hinckley? I mean, yes, it's a very expensive guitar, but I can show you more expensive guitars with similar woods and similar build styles. So there you go.
There you go.
Anything else for him?
John wants to know, tell us once again about the Eastman Mandola Jeremy played yesterday. What did he play? He played
an MD 315E, I believe. That one's about to go online if it's not already. It's on. Okay, it's a Sunburst. The E Sunbursts are nice. We've never seen one before. We saw the standard classics forever, but when they created the pickup variations, they had Sunburst added on. So you can get all the 300 series in a E version with a Sunburst. So that would be the 305, the 304, the 315, 314, and MDA 315 and the MDO 305. All of them are available as E's, and some of them are coming back in stock in this next batch of instruments that should be here next week. Again, I want to cover one more thing that we haven't talked about yet today. Financing. Financing is available right now. We have 18 months of 0% deferred financing on all Martin guitars and all Eastman instruments. So those are there, and if you're looking for outside of those, 12 months we can do on just about everything else above $450. And even more so, we have up to 48-month financing. Now, that is a fixed interest rate, but 48 months you can finance an instrument. And we have that. It's super easy to do. Any of the salespeople can kind of walk you through it. It's a easy process. You do by yourself at home. Just punch in some stuff on your cell phone and give us that code, and we're ready to rock. So 18 months available on all Martin and Eastman stuff right now.
Elia, I think that's how you say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it is. He said, "You got it. Thanks so much. I'm from Italy, by the way. Limited choices here about Eastmans and not some other brands. I can definitely try an FG5 and all the Yamahas anywhere near, though. Thanks again. Give us a call if you can. Send us an email. We might be able to work out some getting it to Italy. I'll fly it to Italy, I guess, and then hang out and
get some pizza, some pastas, and things of that nature. I'm down.
My wife will come with me. She'll be happy.
I'm down with that.
Weber, if you're looking for a bluegrass guitar, which would you choose? Bourgeois D Country Boy or Martin D18?
Different. They're just different. I like the Bourgeois Touchstone Country Boy. It's fantastic. It's more refined sound than the Martin D18. We've got a D18 here, right? I'm gonna grab
Gun
it.
to your head. Which would you choose?
Huh? Gun to my head?
See, that's a hard thing. You say standard D18 or that
I'm going
D18?
to tell you, I would probably grab the standard D18. This is a great guitar.
What about the D18 Authentic, though? I mean,
I would rather have the Authentic than this, but I would probably pick. The standard D18 now has forward shifted braces, scallop braces, and comes in at a price point of $27.99. So again, you want to talk about value? The Touchstone, Bourgeois Touchstone is $26.99. Very comparable guitars, different voicings, completely different voicings. But I tend to like the beefierness of this guitar. For me, I like the bourgeois rosewood guitars a little bit better than mahogany guitars, except for that sinker.
Jenny's asking if we can play a quick tune on a TAS 58957. We don't have any over here.
I don't have any over here. I'd have to go get it.
They're over at the shop. John's is hanging on the wall. Sure.
If they need to get through, we can
5151.
line them through and check out the rest of the
Sure,
room.
5151. I have a D18 that's absolutely outstanding. It's really opened up in the last couple months. Hard to beat for the price. That's
You're right.
great. Which ones have a case, John? I don't know what that means.
From which?
Alex is asking. I don't know. He'll have to clarify it.
No. The 315 has a gig bag, but no case. Which Eastman would have a Mandola would have a case? It would only be the 815. I have an 815 coming. MDA 815.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Jim
You can
Metcalf
come on
is
through.
worried
You're not
about
going to
you
hit any
banging
camera. You're not going to
into
get in my
guitars.
way. I'm talking to the peoples.
Here's a good take. Serenity now, market guitars are actually cheaper than they were back in the 30s relative to the value of the dollar.
I bet that's true.
It is true.
I bet that's true. What do you mean it is true? How do you know? Have you calculated that, Jay?
I know it's true. You know how expensive these guitars were for people? Think about mandolins especially. Can you imagine? A mandolin was like an F5
Premium.
Fern. That was like the most expensive thing in the world.
That's why they sat. There's one of the famous signed lures that they had to redo had to be re-topped and brought back to the deal because it sat in a music store and was not sold. In fact, the George Gruen talked about that. How that? Huh?
It's ready for the floor.
Is it ready for the floor? All right, then I'll leave it on the floor. I don't care. I ain't scared. I'll do it. All right, Hinkley. But anyway, George Gruen was telling us the signed lures almost did not become a thing because they weren't selling very well. They were too expensive. There wasn't enough people knowing about it. It wasn't until many years later, and he actually accredits Bill Monroe to making the F5 lure to being the value that it is today. So.
I don't want it to come across as I'm in an argumentative mood today, but I'd like to get into debate here with Jamie.
Uh-oh.
He says, but they were hand-built, now a machine makes them, they should be cheaper. They are no less hand-built than a bourgeois.
It's true.
I'm sorry to tell you, Jamie, I've been there, been to the factory. I've seen the machines. I know how they're built. Sorry.
If you really want to talk about machine built, there's about four
Eastman's
companies.
just as hand-built as Martin and
Eastman's
bourgeois.
more hand built, and they are. They
guess.
literally are.
Even Dana said that.
Yeah, they said it multiple times, and they are. I would say bourgeois.
Atkin's
There's
got a
little
CNC.
bit more. Atkin is using quite a
Bedell's
bit
got a
of CNC.
CNC.
You know who? If you really want to go to like the very machiney built stuff, Taylor, Firk, very machiney. Yamaha, very machiney, except for when it gets to the FGs are using more machinery than a lot of them are. But I really Taylor.
Hey, I'm using machines these days too. So
You want to know where they were actually smart? Martin is actually using robots, and it's very, very smart. Buffing. The buffing robots that Martin brought in was kind of, I think Taylor did it first, and it's genius because do you know how many injuries happen from buffing instruments and destroyed instruments?
Yeah.
I've had 3 Bedell guitars that died on the buffing room floor. They got shot and launched across the room, and they were Brazilian rosewood, very high-end guitars, and mandolin. I'm sorry, it was 2 guitars and 1 mandolin. Buffing them, they get caught in the right angle, and sometimes, in most cases, it's an injury where it comes up and hits somebody and goes. The new buffing robot that Martin has, Taylor has, all those, pretty ingenious, and it's probably one of the smartest things out there.
no, they do not hand tune tops individually until you get to a certain level.
The Authentics are hand tuned.
Anything custom and authentic would be.
Yep.
I like this one.
They
John
build so many guitars, it's hard to make generalities because there's so many.
John
series
says,
of
I
all
just got a
this.
random sales call from Guitar Center offering me a friend guitar lessons at a preferred customer cost. He said, no, thank you. I want to listen to the Chapman Brothers.
That's pretty funny. I like it.
All right. I think we're done.
Are we done?
You're opening that one? What is
I did
that?
it.
Oh,
That
you
was
already
the
did that? That was the
Atkin
Essential?
Essential D. E. Essential
Alex said
D
buffing is
somewhere.
exciting, lots of injuries. There are. There's a lot of bloody noses that happen when the first time you buff a guitar.
Oh my God. We were going to put a buffing wheel in the shop here, and I was like, I can't wait to see. No, we were so scared of letting some of these. Have you seen the dexterity of some of our employees? Hinkley, have you seen that camera work? She's giving me the weird face.
She's drifting right now.
Right now. Do you remember that time when I was walking out of her frame and she couldn't even know I was there?
She's checking her stats, man.
She was checking out her likes on her Instagram post. I would never, she said. Anyway, again, I want to say Eastman shipment is arriving. Very cool stuff is coming in there. I do have some exciting news. You guys ready for this? Coming very shortly. E1P, the Blues Master. I talked them into building a small batch of those, and they will be coming soon. So I'm pretty excited about that because you guys know that was a very cool guitar, affordable Adirondack spruce top, parlor size, slot head. That was a great guitar. We sold a ton, and I've had a bunch of customers that said, man, I missed out on those. Yeah, you did. But there's a very small batch coming soon. It won't be in this next order, but I can set you up if you're interested in one and want to make sure you get one of these. I don't know. I think we're getting 10. I think we're getting 10. 10 of them is what I called for. And if you want to get in on one of those, call the shop. We will get you special ordered on one of those. But they are on their way over, I believe, from China right now. So we had to talk them into it.
Model.
We had to talk them into it, huh?
I want the Blues Brother model.
Oh, what about the Master?
No, I want the Blues Brother.
What about the Brother Master, the Master Brother?
Nope. Vince, we'll go with this. We'll end with this, guys.
Okay.
Vince says, have a great weekend. Thank you for all that you do. Expect a special delivery on Monday.
On Monday? I like that guy.
Oh, sorry. Doug R., we'll go with this one since he just posted it. Are you expecting any laureates?
I got to put in another order of laureates. I was out the first half of this week. I haven't got any. I'm hoping, yes, we will see more. Right now I have a Dread and a Parlor is all I have in the laureates. So
We're going to dread with the old
with
what do
the
they call that?
Sun Daybreak
Thanks, Hinkley.
finish. Yep. So great guitars. Check them out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been a week of live streaming, recording videos, and selling guitars. We'll be in tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's go finish up this last video, Jay.
No. Serenity, here's a dumb question. Serenity, now. Is Eastman holding up any shipments because they're mad about the Olympic medal count? Ooh.
Why? Are the U.S. ahead in the Olympic?
They went ahead last night by
Did that happen?
1 gold, 2 gold.
Hey, I found out something very interesting yesterday. Did you know that U.S. is the only country that cares about any awards except for gold? We count our silver and bronze in our medal count. Most other countries only count their gold medals.
Serenity now says he has so many dumb questions.
You're a loser
All
if
right.
you got a silver or a bronze.
I lied.
What a loser.
I lied. We'll end with this one. Jamie says, I don't love Martin, but I love you all. Say it back. I'll say, you know what?
I love you, Jamie.
Jamie, just like you should love Martin, I love you, even though you don't sound good or you're not hand built.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
But you don't sound good. I don't like what you say sometimes. But
I love it.
I'll tolerate you.
I love this
Thanks,
weird
everybody.
adversarial relationship with our
It's going to be a while before I get over yesterday. All right.
Jason doesn't handle the stress very well, guys. Yeah. If I can give you one bit of advice,
Whatever, shut up.
with Jason, if he's stressed, do not criticize him.
Yeah, John goes in the corner and cries when he's stressed. So
yes,
I have to figure it out while he goes. All right. Love you guys.
See y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Adios.